Well, hello, maskers. Well, I've done a little bit of work since our last update. That now that paper or buildup that I was working on is attached to the nylon on mask, and I'm actually going to be putting contact cement onto the foam, which is also it's been cut out and it's got the cutout. It's been formed, and well, probably going to be doing the attachment on that today, pinning it in place and letting it sit for a couple days. And the other mask, the hood mask that I worked on at first is sitting in my kitchen with the polyurethane drying. So that one's completely done now. So well, let's get working. I know I really need to let this stuff sit when I've applied it, let it partially set, but that's what the pins are for. I'll put the glue on, pin it a little bit, put a few just regular dressmaking pins into the surface, and then lay it onto the form and let it sit for really just a couple hours and hours. To make sure I get decent coverage and no bad drips out of this contact cement, which I'll probably get them when the housemate comes in. He'll probably say that he can smell it, but we use enough of this stuff that we're actually quite used to the smell. It just smells quite a bit. So just like all others, because of what I'm doing, this is going to be a short video because I could start working on the paint job, but can't really do that because paint job kind of requires things that aren't in the room. I kind of requires my latex paint, just the flat latex paint that I use the base coat. And even though you'd think it would make sense for me to do a little bit more on this because yes, the sides are not covered, but I'm probably not going to cover the sides. I might cover around here a little bit, but most of it will not be covered, and most of the remaining black is for stretch reasons. I may do a little bit of horizontal work, and I do have to do a little bit behind the jaw for the placement of the ears, which that has to be done, but yeah. this is mostly done now. As soon as and the holes from these pins will not do any significant damage to the foam. I've already tested these things off camera, so I can just put a few pins in the significant spots, the corners. I've got well over 100 pins. I may end up using, well, quite a few of them, because there's quite a bit of surface area since I did this all in one piece. But because I'm getting within a couple weeks of Gen Con in Indianapolis, where you will see both the current masks in full wearability, I'll be wearing them both about 1 day apiece. So if anybody is watching and is going to Gen Con, take a picture and put it on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Derby City Maskworks. And, well, or hey, even shouting out my name, Derby City Maskworks, will get my attention enough to know that you're a fan of what I do. And, well, one of the things I'll probably do one of the afternoons this week is I've got to go to Kinko's and pick up some and put in an order for business cards. So there will be business cards for Derby City Maskworks with me. No, separation bad. So, well, not separating bad. It'll be fine. I've got enough work time with this stuff that when I know I really shouldn't do this, but well, I need these pins to go in, and this mask has been committed that it will be used only for this work. So if it gets holy, well, all the better, because, well, yeah. And I've still got a couple of things that I've got to do outside like the placing of the face that I can't really do until the face is done. I still have horns to make, which I'll probably make out of a plasticine clay. Just small horns, at least 2. And yeah, I'm not really worried about the holes that these pins will make, because they'll be covered once I've latexed it. Probably during the bonus stream on the bonus video on Saturday, I'll be laying down the latex on this. And I'm actually keeping the masking tape on here because it'll end up getting covered just as well. Well, there we go. It is pinned and placed. And yes, it is yellow now, but it will not be yellow later. Oh, by no means. Later, it'll be, well, you'll see. I have already decided the paint job for this piece, and you'll see. And, well, if I've said it once, I'll say it again. Yes, people can tell me that you're doing a full bodysuit. Bodysuits aren't masks. A mask is anything that hides what you are. So, a bodysuit that pretty much structurally alters how your body looks, such as the exoskeleton that will be in the construction of this suit, makes that suit a mask. It'll make me look a little bit bigger, but not really all that much. Well, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And comment if you think I should be doing some things differently. I take constructive criticism. Well, don't take other criticism well, but that was covered in our intro video. Well, peace and mask on.